So in terms of, I'm now going to talk about hide and seek and how it influenced us in terms of the trailer. So this media product influenced us in a sense that just like the film where the psychiatrist scene is used, so Emily drawing a picture, we also incorporated this in our own trailer. This comes down to the fact that we wanted it to reflect her childlike characteristics, which would ease the audience into our narrative. This would, however, change when the policeman, so in hide and seek, questions Emily as to what she's drawing, and with her stating, "You dying." We thought that this was effective due to the fact that from such an innocent-looking girl, the audience do not expect this shocking statement from such a likable character. In the same way, in our own trailer, we also used similar shocking statements where Flora's behaviour rapidly changes when the psychiatrist questioned her whilst drawing. "What happened to your father, Flora?" leading her to reply, "You don't want to know."
You wouldn't want to know.
So at that point, I think the audience perception kind of changed because she throws the crayon aggressively on the paper in which she was drawing on. So similarly, we chose to use various camera angles in this scene, consisting of point of view and high angles, which are conventional not only in this particular film but horror films in general. For example, Halloween relies heavily on point of view shots. Although we chose to conform to some element of this film, we also subverted it by using an ethnic minority who is slightly older than Emily in hide and seek. So our aim by having an ethnic minority here, we wanted it as a way of engaging with our audience who may be ethnic minority background, because we thought that ethnic minorities were not often portrayed within the horror genre, which is demonstrated in hide and seek, where there's no ethnic minority. So here, there's no ethnic minority playing the protagonist, which is something we wanted to change. So throughout post-production, so I'm still talking about hide and seek. So through post-production, so using Adobe Premiere, we also added titles, for example, "One Because She's Coming," as a way of revealing some aspect, some element of our narrative to our audience without giving too much away. Although some light of our narrative was shared to our audience, we also ensured that we followed Roland Barthet's Enigma Code, where he argues that element of mystery must be incorporated within that particular piece as a way of intriguing the audience. Furthermore, we also used the similar credits which appears at the end of this particular trailer. So in the case of hide and seek, the credits consist of like a date, the film, when the film will be released, which is January the 28th, and also the website. So their website was www.hideandseekthemovie.com, and other copyrights that consists at the bottom. We thought that this particular credit was much more effective than the other credits which we had seen in other trailers. This is because the credits also reflected the narrative well, so like the fast slashy text, like the flashy text symbolic of Charlie, which is Emily's imaginary friend, being powerful and quick to be seen by others. So we followed this convention by having a website displayed at the bottom of our trailer, so during the credit stage. So our website was www.insideamindofachild.com. Here, where the audience will be able to find out more information if needed. Lastly, we also made the emotion of our text reflect our narrative. In our case, we chose to incorporate block dissolve, symbolizing the idea of her having two different personalities and therefore not being quite right, so as a way of distancing the audience.